On August 15, 2023, Singapore witnessed an unprecedented law enforcement operation targeting a massive money laundering ring. More than 400 police officers simultaneously raided 9 luxury apartments across the city, marking one of the largest crackdowns in the nation's history. During this coordinated sweep, 10 suspects were apprehended, while others remain under investigation. Authorities seized an extraordinary array of assets, including high-end cars, luxury watches, designer handbags, valuable artwork, cryptocurrency, and large sums of cash. This operation not only exposed the scale of illicit financial activities, but also highlighted the sophistication and diversity of assets involved. The historic raid sent a strong message about Singapore's commitment to combating financial crime. The scale of this case is unprecedented in Singapore's history. Authorities seized assets worth over $1 billion, while the total illicit funds involved exceeded $3 billion. These staggering sums originated mainly from online gambling, illegal lending, and internet fraud. The operation exposed sophisticated money laundering networks operating within the country, marking it as the largest case of its kind ever recorded in Singapore. Its impact extends beyond the immediate financial losses, highlighting vulnerabilities in the financial system and prompting a re-evaluation of anti-money laundering measures. This landmark case has become a turning point, reinforcing Singapore's commitment to combating financial crime and strengthening regulatory oversight to prevent similar incidents in the future.
The global scale of money laundering.
The global scale of money laundering is a serious concern, with estimates suggesting it accounts for between 2 and 5% of the world's GDP. This translates to more than $2 trillion annually, according to the United Nations. Money laundering activities are pervasive and occur across a wide range of sectors. These include art, luxury goods, real estate, investments, finance, and even everyday transactions. The sheer volume and diversity of these operations highlight the complexity of the issue. Addressing money laundering requires coordinated efforts across industries and international borders.
What is money laundering?
Money laundering is the process of making illegally obtained funds appear legitimate, allowing them to be used openly without raising suspicion. The primary goal of money laundering is to erase any trace of the criminal origin of the money and to rationalize the income, effectively turning dirty money into clean money. By doing so, criminals can integrate their illicit gains into the financial system and everyday transactions. This process is especially crucial when the amount of money involved is substantial, as spending large sums directly would likely attract attention from authorities and raise questions about its source. Therefore, laundering is a necessary step for criminals to avoid detection and continue benefiting from their illegal activities.
Common money laundering methods.
Money laundering is often carried out through legitimate businesses, allowing criminals to disguise illicit funds as legal income. Commonly targeted enterprises include restaurants, casinos, and gold shops. These businesses typically handle large volumes of cash transactions, making it easier to blend dirty money with clean revenue. Restaurants and casinos, for example, can inflate daily sales figures or manipulate accounting records to absorb illegal funds. Gold shops offer another layer of complexity, as gold can be bought and sold with minimal traceability. While using legitimate businesses provides a convincing cover and access to the financial system, it also carries risks. Regulatory scrutiny, audits, and strict reporting requirements can expose suspicious activities, making it challenging to sustain laundering operations over time. Money laundering can take many forms, often exploiting industries where large sums of money change hands. Casinos are a common venue, where illicit funds are disguised as gambling winnings, making them appear legitimate. In the art and auction world, criminals may purchase high-value pieces with dirty money, later reselling them to integrate the proceeds into the financial system. Real estate transactions can be manipulated by over- or undervaluing properties, or by using shell companies to obscure ownership. Gold and other precious metals are also attractive, as they can be easily transported and traded, providing a way to move and conceal wealth. Each method not only undermines market integrity, but also erodes public trust, distorts prices, and can contribute to broader social and economic instability. Real-world cases have shown how these schemes can fuel corruption and hinder efforts to combat financial crime.
Shell companies, the global laundering tool.
Shell companies are often established as a means to obscure financial transactions and facilitate money laundering on a global scale. These entities typically exist only on paper, with no real business operations or employees. Setting up a shell company is remarkably simple in tax havens, such as the Virgin Islands, Panama, or Bermuda. In these jurisdictions, regulations are minimal, and the process can be completed quickly, often without revealing the true owners. This anonymity allows individuals and organizations to move funds across borders while hiding their identities. As a result, shell companies have become a favored tool for those seeking to conceal illicit financial activity or evade taxes. Their widespread use poses significant challenges for authorities attempting to track and prevent financial crimes. Criminals often exploit networks of shell companies to obscure the origins of illicit funds and legitimize their financial activities. By establishing multiple companies that exist only on paper, they create complex layers that make it difficult to trace the true source of transactions. These entities are used to open bank accounts, enabling the movement of money without attracting immediate suspicion. Funds are then transferred internationally between these accounts, further complicating the trail and making detection by authorities more challenging. Through this process, illegal proceeds are gradually integrated into the legitimate financial system. The use of shell companies not only hides the identities of those involved, but also provides a facade of lawful business operations. This sophisticated method is a key tactic in modern money laundering schemes.
Modern tactics.
Modern scams involving identity theft have become increasingly sophisticated. Criminals often use stolen personal information to open bank accounts in someone else's name, making it difficult for victims to detect the fraud immediately. These accounts can then be used to move illicit funds, a process known as money laundering. Scammers may employ advanced techniques such as forging documents, exploiting data breaches, or using phishing attacks to gather sensitive information. Once the fraudulent accounts are set up, they can facilitate the transfer of large sums of money, helping criminals disguise the origins of their funds. As technology evolves, so do the methods used by these fraudsters, making it essential for individuals and financial institutions to stay vigilant against such threats. Criminals often exploit innocent individuals by convincing them to transfer money through their personal bank accounts. These unsuspecting people may be approached with offers of easy jobs, requests for help, or even fake romantic relationships. Without realizing it, they become intermediaries in moving illicit funds, effectively serving as tools for money laundering. The criminals use these accounts to obscure the origin of the money, making it harder for authorities to trace illegal activities. Victims may believe they are simply helping someone or earning a legitimate income, unaware of the legal risks involved. This manipulation not only endangers the victims, but also complicates efforts to combat financial crime. Fraudsters often use tactics such as pretending to offer promotional top-ups or bank transfers to deceive participants. Typically, they impersonate reputable companies or service providers, claiming that users can receive bonus credits or cash rewards by recharging their accounts or transferring money through specific channels. These offers usually come with urgent messages, suspicious links, or requests for personal information. Common warning signs include unusually generous promotions, unofficial communication channels, and pressure to act quickly. To avoid falling victim, it is important to verify offers directly with official sources. avoid sharing sensitive information, and be cautious of unsolicited messages. Staying vigilant and informed is the best way to protect yourself from these scams.
Layered networks and underground banks.
Layered networks play a crucial role in the movement of money, especially when the goal is to obscure its origins. In this process, funds are deliberately divided into smaller amounts and transferred through multiple individuals and accounts. Each layer acts as a barrier, making it increasingly difficult to trace the path of the money. By passing through various intermediaries, the transactions become more complex and less transparent. This strategy is often used to mask the source and destination of funds, complicating efforts by authorities to track illicit financial activities. The more layers involved, the harder it becomes to reconstruct the original flow of money. Ultimately, this method serves to shield the true beneficiaries and origins behind a web of transactions. Underground banking refers to financial systems that operate outside official regulatory frameworks. These secretive networks are often established within tight-knit communities, relying on trust and informal agreements rather than formal contracts. Money is transferred through a series of intermediaries, sometimes across borders, using coded communication and concealed transactions. The process is designed to bypass government oversight, making it difficult for authorities to trace the flow of funds. Participants may use cash, valuable goods, or digital assets to move money discreetly. By keeping operations decentralized and records minimal, these communities effectively shield their activities from detection. This system enables them to support various needs, from facilitating remittances to funding illicit enterprises, all while remaining hidden from conventional financial scrutiny.
Modern anti-money laundering technology.
Singapore has become a leader in the adoption of artificial intelligence to combat money laundering within its financial sector. Advanced AI systems are now integral to monitoring vast volumes of transactions, enabling real-time detection of anomalies such as unusual login patterns and multiple accounts operating from the same IP address. These technologies also help identify mismatched transaction flows, which may indicate illicit financial activity. By automating the analysis of complex data, AI significantly improves the accuracy and efficiency of uncovering suspicious behaviors. This proactive approach not only strengthens regulatory compliance, but also protects the integrity of Singapore's financial institutions against evolving threats.
How the Singapore case was exposed.
The recent exposure of a major financial crime ring in Singapore has drawn significant attention. The operation began when a group of criminals managed to forge asset certification documents, allowing them to bypass stringent banking checks. By presenting these falsified papers, they successfully convinced financial institutions of their legitimacy. This deception enabled them to move large sums of money and conduct transactions that would otherwise have been blocked. The elaborate scheme highlights vulnerabilities in document verification processes within the banking sector. Authorities have since launched a thorough investigation to uncover the full extent of the network and prevent similar incidents in the future. In 2021, a major breakthrough occurred when a bank detected forged documents during a routine transaction review. This discovery prompted a comprehensive internal investigation, which quickly uncovered irregularities pointing to a much larger operation. As investigators delved deeper, they unraveled an extensive money laundering network. The scale of the scheme was staggering, involving transactions totaling $3 billion. Authorities coordinated with financial experts and law enforcement agencies to trace the flow of illicit funds. The exposure of this network marked a significant milestone in the fight against financial crime. In the outcome of the case, 10 individuals were apprehended and sentenced to prison terms ranging from 13 to 17 months. Nearly all of their assets were confiscated as part of the legal proceedings. Due to their good conduct during incarceration, they were granted early release. However, following their release, they were expelled from Singapore and barred from returning. This decisive response underscored the seriousness with which the authorities addressed the offenses and the consequences faced by those involved.
Impact and consequences.
Singapore's recent efforts to combat money laundering have led to the recovery of billions of dollars in illicit assets. However, these actions have come at a cost to the nation's reputation, raising concerns among international investors and prompting the government to tighten regulations on foreign investment. As a result, many ultra-wealthy individuals, particularly from China, are reconsidering their financial strategies. A significant number have begun moving their assets to Hong Kong, attracted by its comparatively relaxed regulatory environment. This shift highlights the delicate balance between maintaining financial integrity and remaining competitive as a global wealth management hub. The situation continues to evolve as both cities adapt their policies in response to changing economic and regulatory pressures.
The global picture.
Around the world, the fight against money laundering has become increasingly complex. Criminal organizations now use highly sophisticated methods to move illicit funds across borders, making detection and enforcement a significant challenge. These activities often span multiple countries, exploiting differences in legal systems and regulations. As a result, law enforcement agencies are compelled to collaborate internationally, sharing intelligence and resources. This global cooperation demands substantial manpower and time, as authorities work tirelessly to keep pace with ever-evolving criminal tactics. The ongoing battle underscores the need for constant vigilance and adaptation in the face of transnational financial crime. A central challenge in the fight against money laundering lies in the conflict of interest between banks and regulatory authorities. Banks often prioritize profitability and customer retention, while regulators focus on enforcing strict compliance and safeguarding the financial system. This divergence can lead to gaps in cooperation, as banks may be reluctant to report suspicious activities that could jeopardize client relationships. Consequently, the effectiveness of anti-money laundering efforts can be compromised, making it harder to detect and prevent financial crimes. Bridging this gap requires transparent communication and a shared commitment to ethical standards. Only through coordinated action can both parties strengthen the integrity of the financial sector.
Conclusion.
Money laundering is a serious offense with far-reaching consequences. It is a clear violation of the law, and understanding its risks is essential for everyone. Being aware of how money laundering operates helps us recognize and avoid situations where we might be unknowingly involved. Even seemingly harmless actions can have legal repercussions if they contribute to illegal financial activities. Be especially cautious with offers that promise easy money, as these can often be fronts for illicit schemes. Remember, just one small misstep can make you an accomplice. Staying informed and vigilant is the best way to protect yourself and others from becoming entangled in money laundering. Money laundering is a serious offense with far-reaching consequences. Your existing paragraph. And if you found this story insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. See you in the next episode, where we uncover more truths behind the world's untold stories.